So it's news now. They've just been released here. Anyone who's flying inside Canada, you're immediately picked up and you're tracked. Even if you're not staying in Canada, you just got to land on any of our airports and use our Wi-Fi at the restaurant or at the airport, and that's it. Your stopover has just gotten you nailed, and you're going to be tracked, well, up to what I see here, up to 2 weeks at least. So this tracking all has to do with the metadata, which to some, we have people out there saying, oh, that's nothing to be worried about. No, I'm afraid that we have something to be worried about. You'll see here, they're tracking us everywhere we go. And Canadian, American, doesn't matter who you are. If you're Canadian, it's actually worse. You're tracked all the time, every Wi-Fi hotspot. Okay, so the LA Times came out here with a story 6 days ago, and they're talking about the facts about the metadata menace. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but those of you that are American thinking it's not affecting you, you're affected also because of the Patriot Act here. Yes, the good old Patriot Act. So yeah, we're all being tracked here. This has to do with NSA, and then in Canada, well, as I mentioned, you just got to land here and you're in trouble. So this all came about here with the latest Snowden document indicates that the spy services was actually capturing from unsuspecting travelers' wireless devices by airports' free Wi-Fi system over a 2-week period. So yeah, it's non-stop even when you leave the country apparently. So Snowden's shows a communication security establishment Canada, which is CSIC, could follow the movements of Canadians who passed through airports and connected to their Wi-Fi systems with mobile phones, tablets, and laptops. It said that they could track the travelers for weeks or more as their wireless devices showed up in other Wi-Fi hotspots in across Canada and even US airports. Look at that, even people visiting other airports, hotels, coffee shops, restaurants, libraries, ground transportation hubs. I mean, these people are sick. The good news is, seems like, well, here in BC, in Canada, I should say, there's a movement here that's going on. There's a national campaign here. There's a court challenge to stop the spying of Canadians. I'm not making this up. This was October 2013. It's to stop the interception of private communications of Canadians and the sweeping collection of metadata information produced by Canadians in their everyday activities online through phone conversations. And as I showed you here, even what you do on your tablet, your laptop, anything that's Wi-Fi. So I'll leave a link down below. If it's not there right away when you're watching this video, it will be later on. If you want to read this document in its entirety, it's kind of scary. This is was a top secret document. It's been released now here, and you get to see some of the sickness that was already thought up here. They've come up with all kinds of plans on what they're going to do, how they go about it. They studied even here what some of the problems they have with us traveling and how they're going to keep control of us and how they can lose the information and how some people go to airports and they're not necessarily using their Wi-Fi. They could be using their phones. Anyways, it's sad here. It's a full-on spying, non-stop. And I'm not sure if you've heard about this TPP, Internet Censorship. I'll leave a link for that one also. It's already posted on my connectingdots1.com website, but you may want to get informed here and stay on top of it. So, up here in Canada, I'm sure it's happening in many other countries. We have a homelessness problem here. On Vancouver Island, even on my little island where it's plentiful, lots of fruit trees and everything, there's a homelessness. We have a problem here, folks, in Canada, and I'm sure it's happening across the United States. So these people, well, they're building themselves nice, beautiful shacks so they could spy on us. Imagine that. And they're not cheap shacks. You can see this new one, $1.2 billion headquarters. Unbelievable. Sad. Homelessness everywhere rampant in this city and this country, I should say, and these guys are more concerned about spying on people. Well, I just hope we all get invited to the opening. Fat chance of that.